ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs, Sebastian Envy, strong style nerd, strong style cinephile. Things are changing on Arrow as we head towards the season finale and the Felicity finale, so let's geek about that for a few minutes here. On this most recent episode of Arrow, entitled Spartan, we saw Oliver and Diggle need the help of an outside military agency to figure out the Ninth Circle's scheme. That agency official, General Stewart, Diggs' stepfather. Now, Arrow and the Arrowverse as a whole has teased us more than a few times about John Diggle and the fandom's desire for him to be a Green Lantern, specifically to be the John Stewart Green Lantern. In the Elseworlds crossover event, when the 90s Barry Allen and Flash showed up on Earth 1 and saw John, he asked him where his ring was, making us do geeky cartwheels inside, knowing that there's a Diggle Lantern out there somewhere. Or maybe there was before the Monitor wiped out that Earth. Now, I went into this episode figuring there would be a family connection between the two, but I was hoping for blood, not just marriage. That Diggle changed his last name, or his middle name was Diggle, and he didn't use Stewart as a way not to ride his father's coattails. But the two men had the expected frosty, awkward first meeting with each other as the hero sought out help with the encrypted device the Ninth Circle was using. This turned into an elaborate plan by the Ninth Circle to steal Felicity's Archer program to track the DNA of those involved with a secret government weapon to find and steal said weapon. Oliver, meanwhile, is still on his stupid redeem Emiko train, hoping that the knowledge that Dante had her mother killed set multiple acts in motion to drive Emiko to the Ninth Circle that will make her stop her evil ways. Turns out it just makes her kill Dante, leaving herself, well, we don't know. She still has the weapon she stole, and there's still episodes left this season, so I'm assuming she's going to do something with it. I assume it will lead to a queen versus queen showdown that I hope is an actual fight, not just a couple of punches, and then several minutes of teary-eyed talking. Now, Felicity is trying to find her way in the world, something to do beyond her stint as Overwatch, something that will leave a lasting impact on the world at large. Enter the Archer program in an upcoming meeting with Will Magnus. Magnus is a nice Easter egg for the fans in that he created the Metal Men in DC Comics. It's noted in the episode that he's looking for things to help with the AI he's building. I doubt we'll see a payoff there, but it's a nice nod to the fans that the show does at times. In their bid to recover Archer, Felicity finds herself locked out of her own program with no choice but to destroy it. We found out that her partner, Elena, saved the root code of the program and tells Felicity that she can rebuild it. Now, Felicity, on the other hand, doesn't want to recreate something that can hurt so many people and wants to think of something else. It doesn't take a genius to see that Elena wants a payday and will sell off Archer, thus setting events up in the future. At least that's what I think. Now, speaking of future time, future Felicity is trying to hack her way into the helmet of the vigilante hunter taken out in the previous episode. She needs a certain piece of plot tech to achieve this, so me and Connor go to retrieve it. We found out that Connor has a connection to a Deathstroke-inspired gang that is running about doing evil things. That gang is led by John Jr., so while I had previously thought that JJ might be dead, turns out he collapsed under the weight of his parents' expectations for him, and his rebellious thinking made him join and thus take over the Deathstroke gang. He's apparently not too fond of Connor as he tried to have him and Mia killed, but the two escape, make it back to their HQ, hook up Felicity up with the tech, and thus we find out that tech is so much more than she thought. It's Archer tech, but it's expounded upon. It's a tech boost for the soldiers, who are, of course, virtually unstoppable, and in the last shot we see Galaxy 1 is amassing an army. Lots to unpack in this episode. It was surprising, but also cool to still be able to get some backstory on John this late in the series. So a lot for your characters if they still have layers for you to unpack, even if you've been with them this long. Of course, it could also say that those characters got shafted over the past seasons. Now, I'm just hoping in the Crisis we can see some kind of visual of a Diggle Lantern, even if it's someone from another Earth. We have to see that. I mean, they can't tease us this long and not make it happen. Throw everything at us in the Crisis. I mean, after Endgame and the spectacle that is, Crisis has to do what they can on the TV scale to be a spectacle. Obviously, Felicity's story will circle back around to Elena in the future and her selling Archer to those people who eventually ended up, being the bad guys. Now again, how will the story end? How will Felicity go out in the future? How will she leave in the present? I think the easy way out is a big threat from the Ninth Circle weapon. After some expected drama between the couple, since Oliver will want Felicity and the baby clear of the danger, Felicity will want to help and stay, they'll make up. Felicity will bounce, and that will be that. She'll still hack from afar to help out that way, but it's an easy way to get her out. Question will be, how will they do things in the last 10 episodes? That's quite a few to have her absent and have little throwaway lines like, oh, hey, you just missed Felicity's call. Or, hey, guys, I was just FaceTiming Felicity. Her and the baby are great. That stuff will get old quick. And I'm curious to see how the writers will face this challenge. We know Roy's coming back to the present. How? We don't know. And in the next episode, Oliver's going to be accused of murder, an overused plot point to sow one episode's worth of drama. Not looking forward to that in the slightest. But in the promo, we see Oliver asking someone what they want, shouting it. I'm assuming that's Emiko he was talking to. And I'm assuming we'll get an inkling as to her motives now. I'm thinking it will be some kind of Robert Queen left us for Star City and the people here, so I'm going to destroy it all, yada yada. Obvious, not too creative, but hey, the show's got their formula they got to stick to, right? Now, who else will jump ship? Will Renee hang up his mask by the end of the season to start his political journey? Will Donna quit being a cop? Diggle doesn't seem to be around in the future. Will he die at some point? We still have to get Ron's tiger good and dead so Dig and Lila can adopt Connor. So maybe that's what happens in the last couple episodes. Tiger's recruited to help fight the Ninth Circle, dies in the fight, saving Diggle. Not super creative, but it's what I expect to happen. I'm still hoping for as many surprises as they can muster in the coming weeks as we head to the end, but I mean, we'll see how it goes. I was reading earlier where there's a interview with David Ramsey, and he was kind of explaining that in those last 10 episodes, we're going to see even more delving into the relationship between Oliver and Diggle and kind of what separates the men personality-wise, and what kind of how that makes the bond between them stronger based on everything that they've been through together. So that'll be interesting. And he said that he teased that we'll get to see Diggle's mom at some point, and maybe Ernie Hudson comes back as his stepfather. Who knows? It'd be cool. Ernie Hudson's just always kind of fun to have in any show. But it'd be interesting, like I said, to see how they go out. And again, just kind of, I think this whole Felicity thinking bigger than Overwatch is that this sowing the seeds to get her off the show and kind of take her in a direction that will take her away. But I mean, they're not going to have them split up over that, I wouldn't think, because they seem to be, like, her and Oliver in the future seem to have had something, still been married and still, been fine. They just had to go in hiding for whatever reason after Oliver gets killed or something, I'm assuming, because he's never brought up in the future. Remains to be seen. I mean, those are some of my thoughts on it. More importantly, what do you guys out there think about this last episode? What do you think about how Felicity's going to go out? Really think Elena's going to be the enemy in the future, or she sold it off to somebody or something. It'll circle back around. I really think they need to have Elena in the future to have that face-to-face confrontation. The fact that Felicity brought her in to the present, to her idea of Archer and to all she wanted to do with that, and then she took it and just perverted it for evil purposes, blah, blah. They need to circle back around and have them face off directly to settle up over that. But again, there's different ways they can go. Some ways are formulaic and expected, not really creative, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully the room of smart writers can surprise us. Still, at this point, 7 years into the show, they got to have something up their sleeve to kind of surprise us and keep us watching, keep us interested. We'll see. Social media's below. Follow me there. Look for other videos. Look for my past videos. Look at Christian Wrestling Television, something I have a hand in editing. Look at my other matches. Wrestling. Got a couple shows coming up. I have details on those soon. Here, there, social media. Follow the links. Follow me. Just see what I'm doing, man. Let's converse about this and everything. Let's geek.